Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another game of wondrous Street Fighter Exceed. It's me, your host, Marco De Santos, also known as Mechanic Critic, and we're here to enjoy a game of Street Fighter. But before I go on, let's introduce our special guest, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend.
D, or Daniel Zeiger for short.
I don't think that's how that works.
I've
How
never
is
gotten
the for
confused
short
before.
longer than your name?
It's whatever you find easier to remember. I find Daniel Zeiger a lot easier to remember because that's my actual name.
See, that's very true. It seems that fake names are harder to remember than real names, I guess. Than the name you've been called for forever, I assume.
That's my experience.
But yeah, so everyone, welcome to this episode. We're going to be playing Dan against Akuma. It's going to be fun. Just a bit of background. Daniel, can you give us your experience, your Exceed experience? And like, what do you do in this community, in this fandom? What do you do for level 99 games?
I mostly hang around in the Discord community and talk to fellow fans. I've done some script writing for BattleCon Online. I have done a little bit of proofreading here and there, and a whole lot of playtesting. The playtester community is awesome and active and vibrant and alive, with hype and many things that I can't talk about because it's under NDA. But if you, the audience, will sign the NDA, you too can join our wonderful community.
Yeah, it's not like some exclusive club, right? Like, everyone's free to join so long as you take the steps to do so, and, you
Absolutely.
usually accept everyone.
Yep.
So, there you go. I think we should start every game of Exceed with a coin toss, because that's the only randomness we ever need. Can we get a coin toss over here, Daniel?
Oh yeah, set the coin aside.
There you go. Daniel, call it heads or tails.
I call tails.
Heads. All right. Since you're Akuma and you're scary, I will play Dan's as first. So that means I draw 5 cards and you draw 6. So this is going to be less of a beginner-friendly game. It's going to be a bit more fast, because we're not trying to teach people how to play the game. But we will definitely not just skip over effects. We won't just like play a card and go like, yeah, and then just go on. We'll kind of explain how things work. This is a hard decision for me to make, because my effective ranges are not as good as yours. So, therefore, as with any Dan game...
Should we mention
Yes.
that like what we're doing right now is we're deciding mulligan?
Yes, we are designing mulligan. So, I'm trying to discard some cards that I don't think I need right now, or because I'm Dan and I wild swing a lot, I might need later. Who knows? Yeah, this is probably my discard. Exceed is a very, very generous mulligan, right?
Oh
Like,
yes.
holy
Most of any
heck.
card game I've played, except for Ashes, technically.
Yeah, I mean, Ashes doesn't need a mulligan.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, in case it wasn't clear, you get to set aside the cards you don't want and then draw from the deck before you add the cards you don't want. So there's 0% chance that you draw the cards you just threw away. It's pretty good.
Unless you're me, in which case you will always draw the second copy of the cards that you throw away.
That's beautiful. That's not bad. That's life. I will strike.
I will play it uncharacteristically safe.
Oh, I will Denku Kyaku inside.
Yeah. So
This is
speed
such a
check,
fun attack.
You're speed 6, I'm speed 0, you're faster. You have before advance 3.
So I went from here to there.
If you had moved past me, you would not hit. So this
But
is
I
a wonderful
didn't.
move. Yeah, so you
I'm a
hit.
smart boy, though.
Alright, and you're dealing 3 damage. I could spin Force for armor, because I'm using block. I will decline.
Yep.
I will take the 1
Yes.
damage. Your
And
after
this
effect...
goes to my gauge. I have an after effect, though. Oh, sorry, yeah. My after effect is place a card from your hand to the top of my deck, because Dan is a wild swing character. Knowing what's on the top of my deck and manipulating that is really good for me. And I probably want to do that with this. So this will go here.
Sounds good. My after effect causes this to be added to my gauge.
Yes. Because attacks only go into your gauge if you hit with them.
Yep.
So since block can't hit, it has that after effect. Since I struck, it is now your turn.
Quite right. I will boost. So It has 0 force cost and is a continuous boost for +2 speed. I drop at the end of my turn.
All right. I will respond with a strike from hand.
You know,
From my Dan hand.
you seem to do that a lot.
Well, here's the thing, right? I can't just let Akuma continuously boost because your boosts are super good.
You could.
Like any
you
of
could.
your attacks above speed. I mean, why would I though?
I
Daniel,
wouldn't
why would
mind
I?
it. It'd be good for me.
I mean, why would I let you win? Haha!
Yeah. Oof.
The natural counter.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
speed
go
9.
first. You hit me.
Yeah. I have a hit effect to move you, but your attack says opponents cannot move you. So
Yes,
I just
so you
deal 1 damage.
Because I have armor 2, I only take 1 damage. I retaliate for 4, and afterwards I draw a card. Both get added to our gauge. Your boost goes away.
Yep.
What's this? Is Dan winning? What kind of alternate universe is this?
What are you talking about? Zan is amazing.
Dan is the best character in this game. I cannot deny that. He is canon, the best character.
No question about it.
No question about it. It's your turn since I struck to get rid of your boost.
All right. +1 speed. Hit. Add this to my gauge.
That's unfortunate for me. I don't know what to do anymore. So when in doubt, we play Dan. No, not now. Not yet. I will play this attack.
All right.
Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt.
I will critical strike. So when setting my attack, I spend 1 gauge. Since I did, I activate my critical triggers, which
Is your unique,
yes, which
the
include
unique
this,
ability.
which says we both have +2 power. So let's find out. Hey.
Oh my gosh, it's the guard crush.
Yeah. Oh no, but it doesn't actually crush block super hard. So
Yeah, it only crushes focus and sweep. That's because this thing has a hit effect that if the opponent has 4 or more guard, it gives it +2 power. So how much
Right.
power is this? 7?
it is no, it's 5. It's 5 because you only have 3 guard.
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, 7 if I had 4 guard, right?
Right. Since you didn't, it is 5 power. So right now it
5
won't even
power?
stun you, but you could absorb some damage by spinning for armor if you wish. My boost also gives me a hit effect that adds this to my gauge, and I have a hit effect that
I'm
gives me
thinking
advantage,
about how much
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you have advantage. I mean, that does matter, right?
No, because you struck.
Yeah, I mean, it does matter. What if this was actually an assault?
Then I'd be stunned. No, then I'd hit you and stun you.
Okay, gosh, leave me alone. All right, let me think about which card I discard, Daniel. I don't want to take all that damage. I'm gonna discard this for force, and this goes into my gauge.
Okay. Well, it is my turn because you struck.
Yep.
I'm gonna boost for +1 power, and I'll spend 4 life to draw 4 cards, and then I will draw for the end of my turn. Leaving me
Oh
at
my gosh, that's a very Akuma thing.
Yep.
Well, let's do the very Dan thing. I activate my Koryukin's Psycho Glory, which means that all my attacks are now critical. Which, if you're Dan, it means everything gets +1 power and +1 speed.
Only
also,
if
I
you
get
wild
to keep
swing.
this, so... Yeah, of course. See, my mistake is that I'm Dan. When do I regular attack? Never. So clean up, I get to sustain this if I'm not stunned. So essentially, if I keep chaining off good attacks, I can keep this in play and essentially have +1/+1 to all of my attacks.
Which is very good. Sustain
Yep.
keeps it in
End
play,
of my
right?
turn, I draw.
Yep.
And it is now your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to boost with Dive. The boost is called Tech. 0 force instant boost. Discard a boost in play.
Rip me. So that gets discarded. You get to draw for the end of your turn. I will now play... I will peek. So look at the top card of my deck. I may strike. If I do not, I may add it to my gauge. So there's no way to just regular easy peek here. So I'm just going to put it in my hand and peek this way. Listeners, this is what we have. Listeners, this is what we have.
There is a way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to do it right now. Do I strike with this? Let's see, you have... No, I'm just going to add it to my gauge.
Alright.
Alright.
And then draw for end of your turn.
Right, draw for my end turn. I want to group all of these cards together. I'm getting slightly annoyed.
You have
There
the
you
opposite.
go.
Alright, I'm gonna exceed.
Now
So-
you're super scary.
As an action, I spend 2 gauge, because that is my gauge cost, to upgrade my ability for just +1 more power. Surely that's not too scary.
Quote unquote just.
At the end of my turn, I discard, because I'm over hand limit of 7.
Right. I will prepare, because I'm getting really scared of your stuff.
Okay. I will boost for +2 power.
I will strike.
Okay. I have choices here, and I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna look at your discard pile.
I mean, I
was-
don't have a lot of cards in my discard right now. I have like
Yeah,
3.
you don't.
We have played this game relatively fairly for Dan versus Akuma.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna use this. Oh!
Yes, I won the speed type. So we have 7 speed both, but because I was the aggressor, I get to hit first, and I gain priority. So I'm gonna move Akuma here. Akuma's not gonna get use of all of his boosts are gonna be gone, and he loses access to his Shoryuken. This is what I was hoping to hit. Actually, this Shoryuken has lost me so many games against Akuma.
I am sad.
You're sad. Is it my turn or your turn? I believe
Use
it's your
strike.
turn.
It's my turn. I'm gonna boost. So instant boost, advance,
Advance
for
up
3.
to 3.
I'm gonna advance here.
Quite scary in my opinion.
Draw for an turn.
I will boost with Spike, and I will draw for the end of my turn.
Alright. I'm gonna boost. Positive power bonuses applied to me are doubled. Draw for an turn.
Demon Armageddon. Okay, I've been holding this just for this situation. I tech your boost.
Rude.
I draw 1 card.
Alright, you know, boost, +1 power. I'm gonna spend 1 life.
Oh my gosh.
So 1 life, and then draws me 1 card, and then I draw for end of turn.
Okay. I'm thinking about it.
Don't think. Do.
Just do. Alright. I'm so scared of what you can do. So I will activate this boost and retreat. I'm retreat 3. And then I will draw a card.
Alright, I'll advance 1. So, move action. I spend 1 force to advance 1 space. Then, in turn,
Yes.
draw a card.
That scares me so much. I strike.
I mean, that could be an ultra attack. You got a lot of gauge.
Could be. It could be. I mean, this is a really weird Dan game where I have like 17 gauge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's an ultra attack. Alright.
I have to pay for the 3. 1,
I'm glad I blocked that.
2, 3. Then so before activating, I close 2. On hit, I gain advantage, which means I take the next turn. And now I'm dealing 7 power to you.
Alright.
So you can choose to block.
Yep, I have 2 printed armor, so I'm taking 5. I'm gonna spend 1 force. 2 force. For +4 armor, so I'll take 1.
Alright, great. This gets added to my gauge, and this goes here. Oh, okay. That was my strike, so it's your turn.
No, you gain advantage.
Alright, I have advantage. So I'll boost with this.
Oh. I'll strike.
What? What? I'm so confused. Then I will strike with this in return.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Alright,
faster.
So I cross.
I take 3 damage minus 2 armor is 1, and then afterwards you retreat. So, yeah.
So you. then I retreat afterwards, which is fine and dandy.
I'm not stunned, but my range is only 1 and 2, so I miss. But I draw a card.
Yeah, you draw a card. You get that feedback.
It'll do. Your turn.
Why is it? Oh,
Isn't
did
it?
you strike me?
Yeah, I struck you because you boosted.
Oh, right. Oh, and you're using my strats against me, I see.
Yes, because we don't like to let the other person have boost in play.
Yeah, that's true. I will Dan swing. So this is the thing. I'm gonna wild swing while critting it in order to activate my Dan UA.
It's really scary. I'm gonna wild swing.
Please be a spike.
This is invalid.
That's invalid.
So it costs 3 gauge, and I don't have 3 gauge, so it's invalid.
Yep.
Costs 4 gauge, which I also do not have.
Okay.
Oh lord.
Okay, finally.
I take 6.
So
you're faster
I
because your speed is
dive
5.
in.
You advance, skipping my space because that's how movement works. And yeah, I take 6. And that stuns me.
And people say Dan's weak.
Alright, I'm gonna boost.
Oh.
I have +3 speed if I use my ability.
Oh my gosh. How do I deal with that? How do I deal with that? So you already took the 5 damage. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
9.
Oh yeah. I'm at a 20 life deficit.
Right. Oh my gosh. You're Akuma though. All it takes is one good combo from Akuma. I mean, like, look at this. Instant hell murder boost. You got 3 or more bonus power plus 3 speed, and since you're in Exceed, you can just do it. Ah.
True enough.
I think I have to prepare. I can't just do willy-nilly stuff.
Okay. I'm going to spin a force to boost. So this is a cost of 1, so I have to discard that. Add this to my gauge or move 1 and take another action. I'm going to add it to my gauge.
Then you take another action.
Take another action, which is to boost for +2 speed. Draw for your turn.
Jeez. Oh jeez. I'll spend 1 gauge to retreat 2.
That's not. You didn't spend 1 gauge. You spend 2 force.
Yeah, I spend 1 gauge that is an ultra, which converts to 2 force, so that I retreat 2, and then I draw a card.
I just want to be clear for the audience that 1 gauge does not give you 2
viewers.
force. It's because it's an ultra attack.
Yes, it's because it's an ultra attack. My mistake. I'm not good at this game.
You say with your 20 life advantage.
Sorry, I'm not good at explaining this game.
Oh man. Alright, well I'm gonna look through my discard pile real quick. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna spin 1 force to advance 1.
Oh jeez. How many cards do you have left in your deck?
2.
Oh.
But of course, I haven't used my reshuffle, so I'm not about to run out of cards.
Yeah, I use this boost. Yeah, to pay for 1 gauge. I use 1 gauge to generate 1 force to pay for this boost.
There you go.
I retreat 3, right? And then I add a card from my hand to my gauge. I will end this. Yeah, and that ends my turn.
Cool. I'm gonna spin 1 force to advance 1.
This is continuously more and more scary.
Slowly creeping toward you. It's fine.
Yeah. I will strike.
Alright, I will critical in response. So I have +5 speed, and I care not for your effect, so spin your gauge, friend.
Yes, it hurts so much.
You spin 3 gauge, my speed...
I was hoping you didn't have one of your assault copies.
My speed is 9, so I had before close 2, and I hit for 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite unfortunate for me.
It will stun. It is now my
Alright.
turn.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna count my cards real quick. Figure out what this last thing is. Unless that's boring. Is that boring?
I mean,
Viewers. It's part of how I play Exceed.
it's probably how we should weigh Exceed, but like, you know, it's not good for television, Dan. You
Oh,
know?
fine. That's fine. I figured out what it is, and it's terrible. So I'm going to reshuffle. Do you wish to
Alright.
inspect my discards before I reshuffle?
No,
I'm
no,
mostly-
it's fine.
Yeah, I'm mostly doing that as a demonstration of just how I normally play Exceed.
That's
Okay,
fine.
yours.
I will prep. I gotta get some cards here.
Prep. I'm pretty low on cards myself.
I'll prep as well.
I will boost for armor and guard.
I'll activate Psycho Glory, which allows me to crit all of my attacks.
Nah, I'll use this tech to get rid of it.
I hate you so much. I will now spike.
Oh, that looks familiar. I'll boost for +2
Hello?
power.
All right. I'll boost for +1 for speed.
Okay. I will prepare.
Be prepared. I'll
Oh, no.
focus and call Spike. So either, sorry, I have to.
You have
pay
to
an
strike
attack
first. You've got to
Yeah,
hit
of
first.
Yeah,
Alright.
Wait. Do I want to strike with that, or do I want to strike with? Nah, let's do this instead. No spike.
No spike. A lot of normals.
All right.
Not that one. Alright,
Yeah.
well,
All
calling,
right.
calling spike doesn't tell me anything, of course, because spike wouldn't hit you. So it's a perfectly safe reading.
This gets discarded, right?
Yes. But I feel pretty safe about using this. Yeah. So
Not too
you're
bad.
faster. You'll hit me for 4 power. I have 3 armor, so I'll take 1. Do you want?
Then do I want to return?
Yeah. So do you want to spam your fireball?
No, I'll just gauge it. Why would I spam fireball at range 1? I will gauge it. How much damage you can deal back?
6 minus
5.
your 1 armor is 5. Yeah. And then I draw a card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of these get discarded.
Ah, suiting.
All right, your turn, Daniel.
Well, I need to see if you have another focus available, because you just saw my hands. You don't. Alright, okay. I will boost for +2 power.
Mm-hmm. I will grass.
Did you just announce? I mean, I already
telling the truth?
I already
Am
had a
telling the truth
response.
or not?
It doesn't matter.
Am I telling the truth or not?
You really shouldn't do that, though.
1, 2.
Alright, take
Just
8
add it to
damage
gauge.
and discard a card at random.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to discard that card?
Oh, no, I wanted to discard the other one, but it's fine.
Wait, what?
So, now that
Look,
I've
man,
seen
I
it,
declared my strike.
now that I've seen it,
Oh.
alright. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
I didn't move it. I think you're the one who moved it. So
Alright, my turn.
yeah.
+2 power.
I strike from hand.
Oh lord.
This is it. This is the end. The end of days, everyone.
We don't know that. This could be fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
I'm chickening out. Yeah.
You chickened out.
I'm
okay.
retreating out of range.
Go Hadoken is free if my hand is empty, which is why I don't need the 3 gauge to play it.
Yeah, and it dodges attacks at range 2 to 5, so it would have been hard for me to hit.
Yep.
Alright, well, I will... I'll advance 3? Yeah, I'll advance 3.
Oh, jeez.
No fear, no regrets.
No fear, no regrets, dude.
Come at me.
You know what? Sure. I dance swing.
I critical wild swing.
So you dance swing as well?
Hey! No! I lose the speed
I
tie.
dance swing.
Oh, good game.
I speed tie. Okay, so let's go through that, right? Since you critical, this is now a 5-speed Go Hadoken.
Yep.
But my Gadoken is a 5-speed as well because of my unique ability, which gives me +1 speed. We tied in speed, but since I initiated the strike, I go first, and I hit for 5 damage exactly.
No, you hit for 8. Because
Why?
I gave you 3 more power.
Oh my gosh, I forgot your ability gives me 3 power. Oh my gosh. Excellent game. Excellent game. So,
Akuma can't have a fair game. It has to be overkill for one or the other.
of course, absolutely. I mean, I really love. What were you? Oh my gosh, was this what you were planning?
That's
to do?
why I was so desperate for the 5 gauge. That's why I was like, well, I had one, and then I just drew the other one. But I had one forever, and I was like, I want 5 gauge. I want to get to range 1 and run critical Demon Armageddon for 12
gosh, and that
damage.
would be like 12 damage. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. So, how do you feel about Akuma? Does Akuma play like Akuma in Street Fighter? Have you ever played Akuma in Street Fighter?
Yeah, so the part of the reason I picked him up in Exceed is because he's one of the only characters that I played at all in Street Fighter. I learned Street Fighter in Street Fighter 4, and Akuma was like the character that I really liked because he was like a lightning bruiser. He's this huge glass cannon who could deal an insane amount of damage, but also exploded if your opponent knew what they were doing and you didn't. So yes, feels perfect.
He's
like,
perfect, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's captured in his unique ability, right? Like, he deals a lot of damage, but he also takes a lot of it, because he has low health, right?
Yep.
But since every
And,
character in Exceed starts at 30, he just has both players get power.
Exactly. And well, almost every character in Exceed starts at 30. But yeah, the thing you learn about Akuma in Exceed very quickly is, like, giving your opponent power is a serious problem unless you just obliterate them so hard they can't hit you back. So that becomes your game plan, is deal so much damage it doesn't matter that you are giving them power. And he has very good ways to do that. Like the guard crush.
Zugai Hasatsu? Zugai Hasatsu. This is such a good attack. This basically like ruins my day 24/7. If you choose to like sweep or focus against this, you will lose.
Yep, you get obliterated. And he
Of
has
course, this is Raging Demon.
gloriously flashy ultras, which I love. Oh man,
Oh my God,
I have
Demon
such
Armageddon.
I have such stories about this ultra from real life, because when I learned Street Fighter, it was with a friend of mine where neither of us were any good to start with. Like we had not played fighting games before, and this thing was like, as soon as one of us learned how to use it, we started dominating, and then the other person realized that they could just poke you and you get stunned, which is exactly how it works, by the way. Like, it's speed 3.
Mm-hmm.
It has no defenses. You take any damage and you lose horribly. But it's the ultimate don't flinch. Like, if your opponent flinches and blocks, you blow them up, and it's glorious.
Oh my God. It's glorious. On the flip side, though, Dan was pretty fun. See, the reason I gravitate towards Dan is because... I've played a lot of Battlecon, and I really like his legendary Taunt Ultra. Can you pull it up? I think I never got it in the game.
I thought... Oh, wow, you're right. There were 2 left in your deck. Your deck was 3 Ultras! What?
Oh my gosh. If I had just played this Ultra... if I played this Ultra, it would have been equally funny.
Yeah,
so
I think no matter what, you destroyed me that turn.
Dan's pretty fun. His entire Wild Swing mechanic So wild swinging in Exceed is kind of like quote-unquote button mashing, since I don't know what attack I'm about to do, so I just like attack anyway. And the fact that Dan is a wild swinging boy is so accurate, because the way you win with Dan is confusion foo. Your opponent doesn't know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing either. And somehow, some way, I end up winning. And that's what this game felt like to me. I actually thought it was gonna be like a domination for Dan, and then suddenly I went from 29 to 20.
And then to 9.
Oh my god, 29 to 20 and then to 9. It's like I lost 20 health over the course of what, 3 turns or something?
Yeah, it was 2 or
over
3
3
attacks.
strikes, I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just how scary Akuma is. If you give Akuma, like, any space, he will destroy you. Absolutely fun. So, Daniel, where can people get Exceed if they were excited by this? If this sparked joy in them, where can they get Street Fighter Exceed?
Well, to my knowledge, it is available from both the Level 99 game store and the Jasco online retail store. They have different playmats, so depending on whether you like the playmat that you're seeing here, which has Ryu and Chun-Li, or if you would prefer a Bison and Cammy playmat, check out the 2 different vendors. I already have my stuff from Level 99 Games, and it is extremely hype. Your local retail stores should have it in the next few months. I think May, is that are we saying May these days?
Around May, yeah, sounds about right.
That's the expected retail release, but the pre-orders and digital, and online orders is what I mean to say, are like shipping now. I have physical cards, they're in the next room, so order them.
I wish I had physical cards yet. I mean, I'm in Asia, so it takes a while for me. But hey, it's all fine and it's all dandy. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this exhibition showcase match between Dan and Akuma, 2 Shoto fighters who play very differently in Exceed, even if they are both Shoto fighters. So if you liked anything you saw, please give us a like, please give us a comment, and subscribe to the official Level 99 Games YouTube channel, and keep the watch out for more Exceed stuff and more fun times by checking our shop in the description down below. Oh, by the way, we have another Kickstarter coming up, so if you've enjoyed any of our games, we suggest you look at the Kickstarter for Millennium Blades Collusion, a CCG simulator card game where you and your friends pretend to be the characters from a card game anime. Check it out in the description down below. Without much else to say, thank you so much for watching. It has been me, your host, Mark Dos Santos, also known as the Mechanic Critic, also known as Dan the Mean Man. And with me has been my wondrous opponent, an excellent Exceed player,
Daniel Zyger, or no, wait, I did it backwards this time. Alright, we'll try it again later.
Daniel Zyger, also known as D. Tyrankin, the man himself. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, World Warriors. Thank you, and good night.